Good morning to all those tuning in. This is 1211, and today we're playing Momotype, not Monotype. I learned that the hard way. Anyways, let's get right into it. Your neighborhood, New Ribosome City. The chains of DNA spin on your screen. They make a web of helixes until the logo of Monotype appears in a white font. The ad has begun. They were all the rage in the 2100s. You knew them as the Monotypes. Your dialogue pocket friend. You'd feed them, play games with them, and watch them grow. Mom and Dad liked them because there was no cleanup. You liked them because they seemed real. That kind of reminds me of, what are they called? Tamagotchis. With the advent of the digital age, we had Imitocore have noticed society changing. Birth rates in this country have hit an all-time low, not seen since the plague. Soon our workforce will be depleted and unemployed. Once this occurs, the industry will fail. As you all know, this is an existential threat, not only to ourselves, but importantly, our GDP. Monotypes, our digital pocket pets, have supported this decline. We want people to have kids. This, unfortunately, cannot be achieved through digital software. It can, however, be accomplished through our new product. Today, we're excited to announce the shipment of our new line of monotypes. The real monotype, the digital enters the physical. Cuddle them like real pets. Play with them like real pets. Watch them and grow and change. Know the joys of parenthood. Order now, no cost, supplies limited. Place an order? I mean, why not? That is kind of dope. Your order is coming sooner than expected. The postal service is expediting all monotype orders. When you head to work the next day, you find out that this is a government-sponsored program. Your manager calls your team into a huddle. Of course, it's ran by the government. Yep, your order's been cancelled. We'll be providing work-issued ones. He explains that everyone will be receiving a monotype. Has a partnership formed between Imitocore and an employee asks, "You're right on the money, Christine," your manager says. "We have to get this country moving, and corporate wants to be that vehicle of change," he says, shaking his fist in the air. "Your hours will be unpaid, but a week will pass by like nothing. Pizza parties on Friday." Well, one pizza party isn't gonna pay our bills, unfortunately. Your new home, Ribosome City. A dust storm led in the air. You are a desert-like area. There is nothing around you besides the sound of your thoughts. You cannot find any. A friend tomorrow is a friend for life. Surprise limited. You're awake. Remnants of the dream pass and fade into static. You're back to your show. You're going to watch television until you hear noise outside your door. Someone has left something on your porch. It's for you. When you open the door, there it is. A small creature lying in a basket. It's sleeping soundly. Turn it over, I guess. The monotype you ordered has arrived. It has soft skin. Its ears are pointed. They feel like a bean bag's upon further inspection. It's a monotype, but in physical form, as per the ad. This is kind of sounding... How is this gonna get reproduction back up? I still don't understand that one. You want to assume it's a plushie. To your surprise, however, the monotype is warm. The terms of your purchase have not been released. If I have so many plushies. God. Keep it. Yeah? You take the creature inside. Monotypes live for approximately 7 days. A note has been packaged inside the basket. Take care of them, and they will grow. Monotypes love humans, so give them some love back. It's essential for their well-being. Why would they only live for 7 days? The note ends. There's nothing else but the way of the instructions. You decide it's time for bed. A collection of particles circling around. They are diluted with a heavy substance, though you can't tell what. In your dream, the particles attempt to create form, and in doing so, assemble into a storm. Inside the storm, there's no one and nothing except small spaces where it's immeasurably dark. Your vision recedes. You look from a bird's eye view into the storm, hoping to get a better look. As soon as you think you spot a person, the particles scatter. You repeat this process until finally you realize you're completely alone. The dream ends. You hear shuffling by your bed. You wake up to see what is moving. The monotype by your feet. Hello, parent. Momo will stay with you for the rest of your life. Do you love Momo? Momo already knows the answer. Wait, I thought they only live 7 days. If it's the rest of our life, does that mean we only live for 7 days now? Oh boy. What the fuck do I say that? I barely know you. Take it slow. Momo stares at you. The words do not register from them. It's as if you spoke in a different language. Does that matter? In the first place, you are my designated parent. Nothing can change that fact. A moment passes. Momo's stomach begins grumbling. Now that you think about it, how does Momo manage to speak? Oh no, please don't be like octopuses. Under all those tentacles, they have a beak and that's how they eat. Oh my god, please, it's so goddamn creepy. Momo thinks you have a good taste in interior design. Very postmodern. By the way, what does postmodern mean? Momo saw it on a book from your shelf. Truthfully, you don't know. Odd trends are stupid as fuck if you ask me. Momo is now humming the Imito Core jingle. Is Momo herbivorous a carnivore? You don't know yet, but he seems to like pancakes. He's full of energy now. Let's play with Momo. Momo flies into the air, surprisingly heavy. You keep going, parent. After 30 minutes of using Momo like an exercise ball, you're tired. You drop him onto the floor, and while he lays there absently, you take a moment to catch your breath. This results in some confusion. Momo seems fidgety. Parent, Momo still wants to play. I mean, if we need to catch our breath, then I would say no. But it's weird. Is this gonna be like a child, or is this gonna be like something that's extracting our DNA, or is it gonna kill us? What the fuck? No. Why not, parent? He asks. I'm tired. Let's call it quits. I don't want to do this, you respond. Momo looks up to you. From your linoleum floor, you see an expression of frustration. Oh, fuck. This sounds like a goddamn child, if you ask me. One more time, he says. Fine. You assume that Momo's young. You don't want to be a dick. Sorry, when it's like when something comes out and it's kind of like throws out of nowhere, it kind of like makes me laugh. You don't want to be a dick. Momo is thrown into the air exactly one more time. Time for bed, you say. Momo looks like a plush doll. He lays like a pile of goo. You decide to pet him, but to your surprise, his body is taut. Underneath is a muscle-bound creature. In the theater of Momo's mind, there is nothing. The only thing that can be made out is the appearance of a person. Momo is likely dreaming about someone, and it's most likely you. You're back in the desert, still in bird's eye view. The particles have ceased to move. You know that you've been waiting a long time, longer than you've waited in real life. You wanted something to happen. You know this dream, but the particles, your pure vision, the endless wait. Years could pass without contradiction. For now, this is everything. As you've been waiting, the particles have started moving. They scatter like dust above you, even higher than where you currently are. It starts raining to an immeasurable degree. You ascend. You are now in the clouds. The rain is below. You're looking down from an even higher position. Finally, and without your observation, the particles begin assembling. They seem to form something definite. You don't notice the figure below you until you see a hand waving. It's a new day. Momo heard this country's GDP is on the fritz. Soon, nobody will be making babies anymore. Banks will go under, food will be short, mass suicides all around. Will Momo be there for it? No, Momo has a bunker out in the southwest, Wibo City. Very safe. Well stocked. How does Momo know so much about the world? Intuition? Does Momo know where the bunker is? No, and he does not like revealing such details. Parents, can Momo ask you a question? What is a GDP? Momo pauses. Momo does not know what a bunker is, to tell you the truth. Is it a type of pancake? Momo has not yet decided what to eat. You want him to try new foods. Oh God, we are not giving him a cigarette. I don't know if I want to give him a steak either, to be honest. What if he decides he likes meats and decides to eat us later? Granted, personally, I don't eat meat anymore because it just makes me sick, which really sucks. I love meat. But it's Game World, so I hate artichokes more than I hate meat. I would rather eat meat and be sick than eat artichokes. I fucking hate them. According to Momo, the artichoke's heart looks like a flower, and because flowers are pretty, this world is not yours. Oh, his world is not yours. He gratuitously eats it. Why is this food shaped the way it is? Is all food shaped this way? Why do we eat, parent? You do not have reasonable answers to those queries. The world truly is strange, Momo says. Well, for one, it's probably shaped that way due to evolutionary benefits. But granted, these specific benefits, or I guess pressures, to make a plant or animal have something or evolve something we don't even know. But as far as why we need to eat, it's for energy. Life with Momo is relatively simple. They are a crude mix between a child and a virtual pet. Concerning this, you do not have any particular feelings. However, this does make it difficult when asked questions concerning Momo's identity. Is Momo human? He asks. I would say, what makes a human? If we're going by species, I would say no. If not human, then why, parent, take care of me? Oh my God. Personally, I don't think, you should care for all living things. To be honest. Because to be fair, parasites and viruses are living things, but will absolutely kill you. So I would say because it's mutually beneficial. You get food and room, I get a pet. Is this everything? Is Momo a pet? Yeah. Momo has ceased asking questions. You can feel they were hurt by your answer. Today you've decided to show Momo the world. Through your television, a reflection of the real world. Honestly though, you shouldn't really be upset if you're a pet. At least in Momo's situation, I know that might be kind of fucked up for a sentient being, but I mean, on the flip side, you kinda... fuck, it's really fucked up. I don't know, because I see Momo as basically a Tamagotchi, but that could get into a slippery slope, to be honest. Fuck, I don't know. You place Momo into the couch where they can browse a selection of different shows. Momo does not know what television is, however, you turn on your cable box. Ooh. What are we putting on? Planet Hippo, Dragon Sphere, or a new sheriff in town? Wow, they all sound really fucking lame. I don't know, I kinda like cowboy shows. Some of them are actually pretty good. I ain't having a swig of this. A mustache man fitted with a cowboy hat spits on the ground. Tastes like my mother's burnt bone. The bartender hides his frustration. Give me that whiskey. Suddenly, the door opens. From the sunlight emerges a shadowy figure. It looks like to be multiple scars. Sheriff Dudley, snake in the bush, sin incarnate. His hand waves in a grand gesture. How many holes could I press into that suit of yours before you bleed? The tan man pulls out his revolver, and Lord did he know, despite all of my guilts and sorrows, iron cuts deep. You will know what it means. Bottle to the right. Yeah, there. Sheriff Dudley flicks his wrist to the whiskey bottle in the corner. The bartender does not move. Well, get a move on. When nothing happens, Sheriff Dudley slaps his finger on the table. Dudley, the tan man says, the devil welcomes a new man into his hearth. You will pay for your crimes against me. Dudley stares down, then sucks his teeth. The tan man has cocked his gun. Well, dog, the sheriff does not move. Gonna get up? Or you a cock with no ball? A whistle of a bullet is preceded by a hole appearing in the tan man's head. The words do not exit his mouth, and his face drops his expression and he falls to the floor. Language there, partner. Sheriff Dudley turns to the bartender, a grimace on his face. How many times do I gotta ask? Oh, what is the next program? I don't know. I like dragons. You'll pay for this. Freeze my... Oh my god. It's a fucking Dragon Ball ripoff. On my life, I swear to destroy you. This ends now. A man with rippling muscles stands on a screen. He looks like he's squatting, like he's using the toilet. In actuality, he's powering up. Super angry. That's the stuff of legends. Artichoke, of all people. Blast it all. Yells, Vagenta? Vagenta. Okay. To no one in particular. Artichoke, the other man yelling, has been in one position for the past 15 minutes. Rocks levitate, thunderstorms form, and lava erupts from the ground. In the meantime, Friesma, who is awestruck, stares at his rippling muscles. This continues for another 20 minutes. In this time, Artichoke and Friesma only manage to grunt at each other. At the 40th minute mark, Artichoke finally releases his energy, and his hair turns blonde. His muscles are bigger now. Friesma, from what you can tell, is in awe of his bulging chest. There's silence until Artichoke breaks it by speaking. He says but one thing. Fuck. Now I'm really angry. Friesma blushes. The episode ends. I do not care. I fucking hate Dragon Ball Z. Not the first season though. Or, fuck. I'm trying to remember. Up until they defeat Frieza, whoever the pink and white alien creatures, when they defeat them, I actually liked it up until that point. Afterwards, I didn't care. Look at the size of this one, mate. A man with an accent is pointing to a hippo. What a pretty little lady we got here. Along with his camera crew, the presenter is hiding in a bush. He wears a pair of binoculars and khaki shorts. Old Bertha's put on a couple hundred. But she's right. Gorgeous. He licks his lips. The presenter then exits the shade of the bush and runs to the shade of the bank where the hippo lies. Come here, Bertha, you sly gal. He enters the water, lifting his legs as fast as he can. The mother hippo stares the man down, nostrils above water. Why does he run? Momo asks. For footage of the hippo, you respond. Momo takes a moment. What does he want to do with the hippo? The man on the screen grabs the hippo and subsequently is flung into the air. He is pulled down under. He does not resurface. Okay, quick PSA. Do not fuck with hippos. They will kill you. And they are faster than you. They are fat. They are faster than you. And they are the deadliest motherfucking animal you will ever choose to fuck with. Don't do it. Between the two of you, there was a long pause. Finally, you speak up. Yeah, I don't really like him either. You decide to change channels. After watching TV, you decide it's time for bed. Momo hobbles up the stairs You cook something for yourself, then call it a night. Momo sleeps soundly. In the theater of Momo's mind, they are studying hippos. For Momo, their vision has collapsed on this image. It is all they are currently dreaming of. In your dream, the particles have formed a shadow. From your height, you believe the shadow to be your own. It is overcast. There is no available light. A question arises and presents a contradiction. How can shadows exist if there is no light? You already know why. You descend to the earth. The shadow mimics your movement and rises up. It is not a shadow. It is a face to you now. When you move your arm right, it moves its arm right. When you move your left, it does the same. The dark formation mimics your every move. You find it unnerving. You decide to dig into the earth. You want to hide until it goes away. As you descend, the shadow raises into the air and becomes the object projecting its figure onto the earth. You realize that you are the shadow, and the dark formation by contrast has become you. You have switched positions. You feel a tinge of regret. What a weird dream. Momo has woken up, excited. Could we try something new, he asks. Oh, weird. In the far corners of your room, Momo has picked up a copy of 100 Facts About Hippos. You do not know how this book appeared in your house. He has been reading since daytime. Parent, would you like to know a hippo fact? Buck, yeah, I do. Hippos can hold their breath for approximately 5 minutes. They cannot swim. Instead, they bound through the water using the force of their feet. Incredible, don't you think? I'm gonna look this fact up before I allow it to be an incredible fact. Okay, so I looked it up. It says that I looked up a few different sources just in case. And my general consensus is no, hippos can't swim, but they can actually walk underwater, and they can even sleep underwater with a natural reflex that will bring them up for air. But I did find one source, which was Natural Geographic, that said that they can swim. So I don't know. Hippos are known to live in small herds of up to 10 to 20 other hippos. They are led by a dominant hippo, while the others are submissive to him. Essentially, it's a harem. By the way, what is a harem? Oh my god. I don't know if this is a talk we have with a child. Oh, and there's another thing about hippos. Yeah, you know what? Basically, you can look up what a harem is. I'm not gonna risk that one. We're on air. I'm not allowed to get into details like that. According to this researcher, hippos may have consciousness like that of a human. Some even say that is because of their brain size and neural connectivity. It may be similar to that of a pig or a whale, although it's impossible to tell because, as you know, we're not hippos, we're human. Alright, that's not bad actually. Are we gonna be a dick? I was a dick earlier. I don't wanna be. Okay, look. So here's the thing. If we go with you're not human, Momo, then I'm being consistent with my previous statement, but I'm also kind of being a dick. But if I go with very true, Momo, we are human, then I'm kind of contradicting my previous statement. And then it gets into a really slippery slope where I'm saying Momo is a pet, but also human. That's really weird. So I'm gonna be consistent, at least on this one. Momo has been reading another hippo fact. While he hears you, he stops scanning the book, and his body is foiled. What do you mean? Momo is not what? Not human? You thought you had already established this, or that Momo has already known this. It seems that raising Momo as a human has been confusing. Is his identity still forming? Is Momo actually just a child? You are parent, Momo stares at his non-existent feet. You are parent, I am your son. Whoa, what? He says a final time, you are my parent, and I am your son. This time he looks up at you. I don't know. I'm not... I don't know. I would say I'm not his parents. God, this is fucked up. Momo spasms. He puts down the book about hippo facts, and for a moment stares into blank space. He does not say anything for 5 minutes. He does not move thereafter. Then, as if nothing happened, Momo picks up the book. Okay, now I'm actually starting to think. Is Momo a parasite? Or... oh, I don't even know. Hey, parent, would you like to know another hippo fact? Is it the dream? The shadow stays in the air. You stay in the ground. A white sphere has opened up from the storm. It looks upon the both of you. Oh, that kind of looks like an eye. It's really fucking creepy. Would you like to get out, friend? To this, you can't respond, as you do not have a mouth. You do not have arms either. You, in the air, would you like to get out? The shadow still floating in the air does not give a response. In this In tropic storm, it would be hard to make out. The sphere's words, however, are clear. Light comes from the sphere. It has a dark center. A moment of clarity arrives, and you realize that the sphere is the sun. Would you like to get out? The sun asks. What the fuck? What the fuck? Ah, congratulations. Momo has evolved. They grown hippo feet. Momo has been staring at the mirror since morning. They have not left. Why have I grown feet? They shuffle in the mirror. Why do I look like this? They turn around in the mirror. Why does my face look like this? I shouldn't look like this. Why is this happening? I was right in kind of a way. This little fucker was actually made to become a human child. That's fucked up. Where are my hands? Where are my fingers? What is happening, parent? To take Momo's mind off his recent transformation, you decided to play some television for him. Crickety, mate. Bertha's gotten even thicker. The man from last time is back. He is wearing a cast around his neck. His khakis have been lined with sweat all along his crotch area. Lovely. Now, Bertha, I know we had our issues, sweetie, but let's let bygones be bygones. The hippo charges at him, and once more he is flung into the air. He falls on the ground, this time making a large thud. He does not get up. The TV cuts off. An ad is playing. A friend tomorrow is a friend for life. Order a Momotype today. The digital meets the physical. The most real, organic creation of Imitato Corp. Almost like a human child. Momo has been staring at the screen. They have not moved. Whether by intention or not, you realize your mistake before it's too late. Supplies are limited. Get your very own friend today, genetically bred to love humans like a real child. The shot cuts to an entirely similar image of a Momotype. Isn't that right, Momo? Come by the bunker, Momo. You'll be safe. The TV ad ends, and the previous programming continues. You want to go to bed, Momo? You ask meekly. There's no response, and Momo does not want to give you the courtesy of one, or at least that's what it seems to be the case. Bed, you ask another time. When no response comes, you inevitably head back to your room. Momo knows where to go, you think? In the theater of Momo's mind, he is seeing his brother and sisters. Oh God. The sky is bright in your dream. A cold chill has found itself in the air, and wherever you are, you feel it. Would you like to get out? The sun asks. You're not in the earth anymore. You're standing upright, face to face with your shadow. They've descended. Would you like to get out? The sun asks once more. The shadow then speaks. Yes, I would like to get out. You are puzzled. When you move your hand, the shadow moves his. When you move, he mirrors you. Was the shadow yourself since the beginning? No, you think. Before you can realize the shadow's true nature, they have already moved into the far recesses of some other place. They have moved on, and yet you are still here. In the far corners of your dream, particles have been collecting together. Momo is not in bed. You cannot find him. He is not in the hallway. Oh God. You find Momo in front of the mirror. He is staring at himself. I thought you were a parent. If not parent, then a human who loved me. You are neither. This is fake. Will I grow up, parent, or am I just a pet to be discarded after serving my purpose? I will never grow up, parent, will I? You can hear pain in Momo's voice. Did you think this was alright, he asks, to give me such a cruel life? You're about to speak, but you're cut off. I'm nothing, a pale imitation, a freak, a process of ideas. This is not funny. Momo looks at you. Everything I will or ever be is centered around you. You are my love, parent. I am, after all, your child. Momo's mind is ablaze. They are staring into you. You're the most beautiful thing I have ever seen. And to make it even worse, you're entirely real. I can never come close to you. I'm not even real. Momo inhales. Please no. He pauses. I love you so much. It hurts my insides. I want to tear out everything in me so I can be at your side. I want to love you forever. I've never told you this, parent. Is it even possible? Momo gives his final words. No, it isn't. I only know one thing. You are not human. You are Friesma, the Tan Man, the Hippo Man, evil, less than human, nothing. Momo hops away. His body jiggles with each step. Momo is nowhere to be found for the rest of the day. You head for bed, unable to fall asleep. You are anxious for the new day. Oh God, in Momo's dream, they are a hippo. With the absence of your shadow, the sun has since disappeared. Time has continued to pass. It was a trick of the mind, you hear someone say. Who knows what we'll find in the storm? I'm already you, friend. You're already me, the voice continues. From the horizon, there appears the sun once more. I'm already you. It gets even brighter now. You're already me. Standing in the bleached center of this desert is a lone body. It is you. You look behind to see your shadow being cast by the sun. It has returned, and not by their own choice. Do you want to get out? The voice ends. Your shadow stays behind you. You will not move by itself anymore. Wake up, parent. What is it, Momo? Anyways. A pancake? A bunker? Is Momo an idea? Momo's body is taut. In the depths of their eyes, you see a tunnel. That is creepy as fuck. Will you love me? Momo asks. Fuck no, we are running. You run to the hallway. It is empty. The light from the street reflects into the space. Though you cannot see well, you can make out what is behind you. I don't actually love you, huh? What's that? You don't love me? Why don't you love me? I'm everything you could ever ask for, and more. I'm made for you, developed for you. What more do you need? The creature looks at you from a towering height. I wish I had no eyes, so I could never seen you. I love you so much. Does it just continue? You've entered the living room. The creature has chased after you. If only I was born in a different body. I'm an abomination, a deviant. You are everything I ever wished to be. Please love me. I read the tag in my basket. I only live for 7 days, right? Is this true, parents? But I don't want to die. You make me vomit. No human could be this cruel. You raised me as this plaything. I reject it. So I'm designed to love you. I love myself. I am human. You are the creature. A disgusting parasite. A worm. Do you like being stomped? You worm? I know you'll like it. This time it won't be fake. Momo reaches for your neck. Know that I still love you. How could I not? You're blacking out. Was I designed to love you, parent? Even so, doesn't matter. This is the most real thing to me. Please answer me. Parent. Parents. A desert storm. Lead in the air. You are in a desert-like area. There is nothing around you besides the sound of your thoughts. You cannot find any more. It is very lonely. You decide to craft a mirror. It is made out of the particles circling in the air. In the mirror, you see your reflection. Your swarthy figure walks out of the mirror. Your borders between the glass and the desert have vanished. Your reflection is now in front of you, and you are both standing together. Your clone is at you, puzzled. You cannot tell if they're conscious. Are they even alive? Unbeknownst to you, however, the clone is having the same thoughts. The vast terrain that separates you is not one of physical distance. It's something more tragic. You both realize you will never experience anything other than yourself. You realize you are your own world and nothing more. The shadow vanishes. The desert, despite all your attempts, is empty. Parent, you're conscious. Where am I, parent? Your long pause. You cannot say a word, as your throat's been crushed. All around you, there is darkness. The lights from the street illuminate everything into vague shapes, but nothing you can truly make out. You hear the sound of your heart beating, and in this dark room the air sits heavy. I think we both know where this leads, parent. Frankly, I don't think I should even call you that. You don't deserve it. Your throat is throbbing. I renounce your title, human. You are no longer parent. It's what you've always wanted. Thank you for housing me. I won't forget you. I don't think I could, even if I wanted to. Now, what the hell happened? Momo has left your building and entered the streets. They are approaching the walkway, which divides two separate train stations, one going downtown and the other uptown. The tunnel is lined with panels of glass. Momo looks inside. So many people. Momo has been eyeing the walkers. None of them have noticed. The man looks just like Sheriff Dudley. He has a big mustache. That other man has bulging muscles. Is he related to Artichoke? Momo stares amused. This is the first time outside. Amid the noise of local trains, Momo has been standing in relative silence, at least to those walking. Will you be my new parent? He asks. There is no response. Momo has been ignored, or at least that's what he believes. Please, I had a bad parent last time, but this time I will be especially good for any of you. Again, there's no response from those passing by. They are continuing down the walkway, to and fro. There is more on their mind than what is currently outside, and they move collectively, unaware of Momo, with their heads focused either on the ground or what's in front of them. Momo is still staring, eyes vacant. Finally, he gives in. Please, will any of you be my parent? His voice is distorted through the glass, but this is enough to raise the heads of the walkers. They look first in genuine surprise, and then in terror. They run. The walkway is clearing out. Some are screaming. Where are you going? Momo asks. Please don't go. Please don't leave me alone. It has been approximately 24 hours since Momo was spotted. For the first few hours, the lone passengers walked down the tunnel, attempting to get their respective trains. This is the only interrupted by Momo asking the same question. Can you be my parent? This continued for the better part of the day until the authorities were contacted. The police surrounded Momo without specific instructions. They did not know the protocol for the creature which now stood in the middle of the street, staring at the walkway and indiscriminately asking any passerby if they could be his parent. The blockade continued. Momo was completely unaware, and for the better part of 72 hours he stood there, waiting. Why does it hurt so much? He would ask the 24-hour mark. Once 60 hours has passed, he would fall asleep by changing intervals, but would wake up to the sound of anyone within a block radius talking. You would think it was another person. You would want to ask them the same question. By the 72-hour mark, a little more than a week has passed since you received Momo. By this point, he collapsed on the street, exhausted. Or, if this was his natural lifespan, Momo could not continue. With the shadows encroaching his vision, the light from Momo's eyes faded into a neutral oblivion. Police noted that they heard the creature say something before he was rendered inert. At this time, most officers by their cars eating donuts, wondering when they could go home. It's so lonely. Oh, by the 73rd hour, Momo was smaller than his original size. Now the 24th hour has just arrived. Momo has died. The end. Okay, and we get a super dark fucking ending right at the get-go. Holy fuck. I don't even know what to say, to be honest. Momo really did look like a pet rather than something that we were actually supposed to care for as a child. I will say though, I did really like the story. And this has branching paths still. I'm gonna cover all the achievements. But beyond that, you're gonna have to play the game for yourselves and see what different paths can lead to. But until next time, thank you for tuning into our frequency. This is the Web Lemon signing off. So, good night and sweet nightmares.